Hello, would like to welcome. Today, Chef Vanya have rather something cute and easy to share with you. Today, I'm making Cambodian dessert called Num Kome. Okay, Num Kome is almost like a lantern. Kome is lantern. Num is dessert or sweet. So therefore, today I'm going to put it all together. So Num Kome involve sticky rice flours. So I will need 2 bags. Okay, look like this. And I will need a fresh coconut, which I already processed. Hello there, welcome. Chef Vanya going to be making dessert today. Look at that beautiful coconut. I'm going to crack this nut and shred it and grate it, and we're gonna share it back here. Okay, look at what I collect juice from this coconut here. Okay, well, this time what I did with the coconut is that I pierced the hole here. Okay, this is typically where the little coconut seed coming out. Okay, hello Bong. Oh, hello Sisi. Hola, thank you for coming on. So let me explain a little bit about the coconut seed. Okay, so this is a solid wood. Okay, it's very very strong. Okay, it would take a hammer to break this thing, but once it's still young, this shell here is not hardened. So therefore, you see people, if you go to Thailand, Cambodia, Asia, where they serve you young coconut, that's just because they can chop it easily because it's not mature. So the shell is still soft and just like soft, and you can just like you can cut it up. So with that, I punctured a little hole here. This hole here, it had 3. Okay, this is the eyes and the mouth. It looks skeleton. Yeah, we have to deal with that fruit. They had this own minds and their own expression. Okay, so right here is where, if this were to be on earth and it be growing, so the little seedling will come out of here. Yeah, the little seedling will come out of here, and you're gonna break the whole thing once the seedling get bigger. Okay, and there's a little spongy pieces that grow within this. Okay, and that was edible. And something post on YouTube the other day, and I thought, wow, they know a little bit about coconut. So I went ahead and marked the trail on the coconut. So I used the bread cutting knife with the little zigzag saw looking alike. So I went and go ahead and mark the trail. Okay, let's see if I can crack this without I want a nice shape when it cracked this. Okay, but this is coconut juice that comes from here. Okay, so the best thing to test whether coconut is still fresh good or not, make sure there's no moldy, that's still fresh. Some of them look browner, some of them look more new. Okay, this is pretty new, but it's mature. You can see that it's like knock on dead wood. So this right here is hard. Okay, we're gonna be cracking this and see how hard it is. And then I already extract the juice here, the juice coming out from here. I just let it sit and drip. Okay, and then I collect this out here. Okay, it's very refreshing, just like the fresh coconut. Except this is a little bit. It had a nice aroma to it. Okay, so use the steak knife or the or the bread cutter, that little saw, or you have saw, you have electric saw. Make sure to remove the juice first because you're gonna spill all over here. I put it away. You know me, I'm prone to a little accident. To do this, I have to put guard around my hand because I need a cleaver. I forgot to bring one from home. Okay, let's see if we can crack this without issue. Okay, let me do that. Oh yeah, there you go. Come in. Or make sure that you got just. Maybe I shouldn't. Pointing knife at you. I am sorry. Okay. Just in case I miss a coconut, okay? Just don't put it out there in the universe. I'm telling you, this is not easy to crack, okay? I did this a few times already, so I should know. Let me see. Let me screw inside of this. I want a nice cutting, see if it even allow me to do that. This have multi-function, okay? Oh, look at that. It's coming out nicely. Oh, yeah, thank you. Kitty, do not do this at home. Ah, look at that. It's not as perfect, but at least it's nicer. At least it's a lot nicer than the one I had at the previous time, okay? So to do this, we're gonna grate this, and we're going to saute this, and add some sugar, add some salt, some vanilla. I'm gonna roll it into a little ball. So this is gonna be the filling, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and mix the flour here, and this is gonna be the dough, perfect dough we're gonna make out of sticky rice. And then once the filling is done, I'm gonna roll it into a small ball and then wrap it with this sticky rice dough. Okay, let's do that. Let's get busy because we had all night. My bad. Okay. To do this, you have to grab one of these. Okay, it had two functions. This is finer grating. This is a more the size that I would need. Okay, welcome, Jane. My facilitator, CC, would help make any kind of connections and communication. And for my YouTube channel, would like to welcome all of you. You guys been, if you have not seen how the Cambodian dessert made before, this would be it, okay? I mean, this is delicious flesh of coconut. So how do you know the coconut is fresh? First of all, if the coconut is fresh, if you buy the coconut, make sure that you shake, and the weight, okay, is heavy, so you can compare with the other coconut. You lift it up, you shake it, and you smell it. If it smells foul, if you see, if you do see some kind of fungus or mold, stay away, okay? Mean that it just been in the wet storages, okay? And if it mold outside, believe me, it's gonna affect the inside of the coconut also. Some of them appear a little bit more brown. This one right here is brand new, okay, but it's not young coconut. This is a mature coconut. Now we need mature coconut because we need the flavor, the oil, and we need the oil and the creaminess of it. Okay, so look at this. So this is, you can achieve this this size here, but on this side right here will be fine. Okay, it will be a little bit more defined, more. It's, see that, which is fine. Okay, I mean we can do both. What I need is to get this grated, so that way I can saute this and make filling out of this, and the filling will comprise of this shredded coconut. I have here today with me the black sesame seed, because this cake here, believe me, it's one of those desserts that is pretty healthy relatively, because it's all the natural ingredients, okay? And I'm gonna minimize how much sugar we're gonna be utilizing in the dessert, so it's designable. So if you want more sweetness, and add more sugar. If you want light sweet, then add less sugars, and simple as that, okay? So you don't have to suffer over how much sugar you prefer. It's on your own preferences, okay? So yeah, so just like to welcome both of you from both YouTube and TikTok. So wonderful to have all of you. Okay, I know I've been crocheting because today I believe it or not, helped my mom with her doctor's appointments, and she wanted to go grocery shopping, so perfect time for me to shop also, because I wanted to make the dessert because somebody requested, and of course the month of January and month of February, it's close to Chinese New Year. Okay, American New Year started first, and then Chinese years after. And then who else celebrate the the Chinese New Year? The Hmong people. The Hmong people are the tribal people who live on the hillside area, and they celebrate Chinese New Year. But their New Year is correlated with Chinese New Year because majority of the Hmong history is that they migrated from China also, and they found that not Thailand, I'm sorry. There are Chinese from Chinese who migrate to Thailand also. That include my great-great-grandmother. So I'm proud of that lineage. But the Hmong people, they celebrate New Year that correlate with the Chinese New Year, which makes sense that they do bring those beautiful culture with them when they left China. Okay, so I know it's a little bit of work. Okay, I mean all the food you see on the Food Network, okay, if they chop in 5 minutes or 10 seconds, what have you, that just because that they have to go through the same process that I do here. Say for that, they just use their editing program, chop, so like millions of pieces, and then turn it into 10, 15 minute or 5 minute program. Okay, I did that before. That's what I need to go back and doing, because I still have about 10, 15 of the cooking videos that I pre-recorded and I never gotten to edit it and put it out. And that's because I enjoy doing live show more than more doing the editing, because editing can be beautiful. I learned that I got the skill. I know how to do it. Just that I enjoy doing live more. It's fun. I got to interact with you guys, and that's what motivated me to do the video. I mean, live streaming is to be able to be around you guys and perhaps answer questions or fighting with you if you're coming on. I did the last couple of days. I stopped doing that. Okay, do not be fighting with me, because if you do, my moderator would know what to do. Okay, and she knew how to moderate. She moderate for major content creator, and she know how to deal with people that are not too friendly, you know. And she know one. If you see one, she know one. So if you come on my show, and just be cordial, be loving, be supportive. Okay. If you cannot be supportive, then just scroll. It's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna be mad at you, but if you decide to stay and support the channel, you can click like, subscribe, and follow, because I do go back and follow. In fact, last night I have this beautiful woman named Michelle. She was on here, and I was doing my my crochet last night. Okay, so she came on and said, oh, she crocheted too. And then she subscribed to my channel. I went back and checked in her channel, and I subscribed to her channel, and she did a lot of beautiful beanies and crochet product, and she been on the network a little bit longer. And so she posted all sort of cute AI videos. So I helped share. I did collaborative. So I did one collaborative. Michelle, if you're here, and it did really well. I think I have like 400-500 people was tuning into that little video that I shared for Michelle. And just like I said yesterday, that YouTube channel allow, they come up with this new what you call it, platform, where they allow content creator to share short videos of each other. It's called collaborative or collabs. So if you check on someone short and see the little twirly signal say collab, you click on it. If YouTube allow, then it'll show the video. If YouTube does not allow, you won't be able to upload the video and pair your comment. Okay. So a lot of short videos are allowed and open for collaborative. So that's why I was saying that yesterday, that some people don't know that's what YouTube allows us to do. You know, we're not stealing anybody content. We collaborative. The collaborative allows me as a content creator to be able to go and whatever the video that related to my content or the purpose of my content, then I can upload and click on the collabs, and then it'll, you know, allow us to upload the videos and you record it yourself with the video pair, you know, on each side, and then you share, and you just share, and so far people are loving it. And not only that, it helped me reach larger audience. I also do the collaborative members a favor by promoting their channel. Okay, it's not stealing. I'm not being a thief. We promoting each other. So some people who don't understand the process of it, they be mad at, "Oh, you're a content thief." No, baby, go back and check. Okay, read what YouTube had already reached so far from ground zero. So some people are so ignorant. Okay, I mean, well, I'm not gonna fight with them. You know, I mean, I don't try to explain or nothing. I just block them, just remove them. I'm tired of that. You know, so the collaborative YouTube, they did a good job. I have to say that it really helped. Okay, it's just nice to be able to like share other people content and that related to your own content. I really like that, you know, and people tune in, you know, they comment, and beautiful comment, they love it, they enjoyed it, and some of them help share. They even take the comment, I mean, they even do the collaborative also, you know, they take the channel, I mean the video that I share, and they share. So we share just like spider web, you know, we connect like this, you know, we connect, and that's how we grow. Because YouTube are trying to help all the content creators to work together. They call the community network. Okay, that's what they call community network. We are not stealing anybody. Any content on YouTube is a public information. Unless you mark private, and then it's yours. If you mark public, then it belongs to people. It's yours, but people can share. Okay, if you have issue with that, you can talk to YouTube, because YouTube are the owner of the content. They give us the copyright, but other than that, whatever we post on YouTube, that's their property. Okay, if you don't want your property to belong to YouTube, then don't post it. When it belongs to YouTube property, then they allow us to share. So we call collaborative work, which is something that come up a few months ago, maybe longer than that, Cece, because I didn't even pay attention until one day I said, "Oh, what does this collab mean?" I said, "Oh, you didn't know that allow you to like share other people's videos." I said, "When did that happen?" I don't think that happened until I think when my channel reached certain milestone. You know, when you have to reach certain milestone to be able to share. That's what happened to my channel. Maybe I'm wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, Cece, because that appeared later in not before that. So before I watched Stone do all that collaborative, I said, maybe because I'm not monetizing yet, I can't do that. I said, "Oh yeah, probably so." And I said, "Well, what is this then?" So one day he was watching the short on my channel. He said, "Oh, guess what? YouTube allowed you to do collab nails." So then that was the beginning of my one-on-one education on collaborative work. So I've been posting like crazy. So you know what? It worked. You know, it's growing. It's moving forward. Yes. I know, but then I didn't have access to it until about 2 months ago, Cece, and I sat on it because I didn't know what it was for. I thought that I have to wait for YouTube to allow me to do the collabs on. I don't know. I didn't understand the whole thing. I think I didn't read, just like some ignorant people to come on here and accuse me such and such, you know. So then when I figured out, I'm having fun with it. So if Michelle is here, she's not here, but she'd be happy that I share one of her short. And the last time I checked, it went over like 500, almost 600 already. So, you know, and then on her short, she had only about 6 people that click, that view it. So when I share, people now, her channel now exposed to over 500 people. Isn't that nice? So believe me, you know, those work, yes. It does, huh? It's, really? That's what I thought too, you know, because like I told Stone that I didn't see this part popped up until not long ago. I said, no, everybody has that. But it wasn't there before, you know, that after we uploading the videos and we click editing and it will allow us to edit the videos and add the videos, I mean related videos and location and descriptions and what else, and hashtag, and click whether the location and date, whether for kid or not. And that never happened. It wasn't there before, but just not long ago it was there. So I thought that, well, maybe I'm not qualified yet because I'm not monetized yet. So so I just love it like that. I never know what it's really for until until recent days, until recent weeks. So I'm just pleased, you know, to learn new things, to discover new things. That's why we have to research and read, because to be the creator on here, I think I mentioned already, we have to treat this job like a full-time job. Okay, don't think that one video gonna bring you fortune. No, not like that. You have to constantly release your video, post your video, post your short, post your long, post your content, and even if you don't post every day, you're not gonna like that. They want you to treat this job like a full-time job, like you have to work every day. Okay? So that's why you see that I post multiple videos per day, not trying to annoy any of you. That just because that's my job. If I don't do it, I get fired. How about that? just like you don't show up for work, you know, when you don't show up for work too many days and you run out sick leave, you run out vacation, you run out of your debrief, whatever it is, and then now, you know, your birthday is used up, your vacation used up, your holiday, your overtime used up, and they tell you to stay home now. So, all right, so, no. I'm sorry, folks. All right. Now I got one coconut, a whole lot of coconut, okay, maybe I save a little bit for a purpose of it. I can add this into the flour also, okay? So I'm going to measure this by cup. So I probably have about 1 cup. Well, it's a whole lot, huh? I will say about 2 cups. Compressed. Okay. Okay, for that, I'm gonna go ahead and saute this. Okay, I will need a little bit of coconut oil to start. We're gonna let it saute for until I know that the coconut is cooked. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because we want to kill time. Okay, I want to fast forward, so do that. We'll allow the coconut to to process by being cooked and infused with the sugars. Oh, let me get my pure cane sugar. Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna let the coconut to cook a little bit, and I'm gonna only do about this much only because we just want to be mindful with the sugar intake. Because we're making a lot of dessert, and we don't want to send anybody to emergency room for high glucose. Yeah. Right. So this is about half a cup. Okay. If you have regular sugar, or you have pure cane sugar, just use half a cup. Or you like a little bit more sweet, then go ahead and add it. Okay. Yeah. There you go. This take a lot of coconut, no, not coconut. This will take a lot of palm juice to make this little, okay? So first of all, they have to collect the palm juice from the palm tree way on the top of the canopy, bring it down, collect it over time. I think it went through fermentations, and then they cook it in the big pan, and then they will stir it until the juice evaporated and leave nothing but pure sugars from the palm trees. And then they put it into a little cup, moldy cup, and then before it get hardened, they just put them together. I saw my friend, she bought this dessert from the Vietnamese store. Okay, they did not saute the sugars. I mean, they did not saute the coconut fillings, so it was still white. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add sugar to allow it to melt all together. Once the coconut shred is done, the sugar is melt also. So it's the same time. So. I have my steamer out because we be steaming this cake. Okay, let me go ahead and move to the next step, because we have a coconut filling sauteing. The next thing I'll do is to mix our flours. Okay. I will need a little bit of hot water. Okay. What I do with this is that I'm gonna mix the flour with some coconut milk. Okay. This coconut milk here is it's equal to the regular can is 13.5 fluid ounces. Okay. So with this cooking here, okay, we need you can get. You can do fresh shredding like I do here, or you can buy frozen shredded coconut. It works well also, but I like the freshness of it, and I like the extra work to show you that you can build this from the bottom. Okay, and then and I'm gonna go ahead and do 13 ounces of coconut milk, because I want some coconut milk in our dough. Okay, because it's gonna help the dough taste so creamy. Okay, I'm not gonna use all of it yet because I'm gonna combine the flour. Put the juice, the liquid and the coconut milk a little at a time, working on the dough. That way it blends better. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use one bag first. I think this one bag it go to about 2 cups. Sorry, my cup. So let's say that we go by the bag. Okay, the bag is how many ounces? Is 1 pound, 16 ounces. Okay, so if I do one bag, it won't be enough for my family and friend, because this cake right here will the family loved it, because the reason it is it's the young generation do not want to deal with making this kind of dessert. They said that it's too complicated for them. Okay. let it saute for a little bit. Let allow the sugar to melt. Maybe I need to add a little bit of coconut milk in here, so it won't be so dry. Yeah. So I use about quarter of cup on the fillings. I like this brand of coconut. Can't tell you what it is, but it come in a little package. I mean, in a little carton like this. Okay. So most of the time when you see coconut milk, it'll come in tin can. But this brand here come in a little. If you get the coconut powder, then it come in a little package, and the coconut milk come into a little carton like this, and you can find that at the American grocery store and Asian grocery store also. This is lukewarm water. It need it help the flour to blend better. Okay. So what I do tonight is that I'm gonna do one bag of sticky rice only, and if I have more of the filling left over, then I will blend another bag, because I don't want to spend all night trying to finish the whole bag of it. I mean whole flour, because one bag with is 1 pound of flour, which is look like it's pretty good size of dough. Now because I already used about 1/4 of the cup on my fillings, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more for my dough. I'm stirring it because I want my coconut milk to infuse very well in the sugar. Okay, I'm gonna add some sugar into this. Okay, it will, so that way the dough is not too bland, because I'm not gonna be able to get the palm sugar out. Besides grating it, I'm gonna go ahead and use our regular cane sugar. Okay, I'm gonna do only about 1/4 cup, which is 1/4 of a cup. If you want your dough to be a little bit sweeter, then you go ahead and add more sugar. Okay, but for now, we're just gonna settle with 1/4 cup of sugars, and I can sample it. If I like a little bit more sugar, I will add a little bit more, and that would be all. Okay. So these are like it's preferences. So you know, it's not a setting stone. So you can add, delete, or you can add more, add less, however you like. Okay. It started to ascend real nice aroma because the coconut milk, I'm sorry, coconut cream, and the flesh of the coconut on the heat. It creates a beautiful aroma. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and my hands are clean. Go ahead and work on my dough. This you will need banana leaves. Okay, I got a full banana leaves, and then I measured by probably about 8 inches or 10 inches. I didn't quite. Probably about 8 or 10 inches. Okay, it was a full sheet, and I blanch it, I wash it, and wash and blanch, and cut it. Okay. You can use a full sheet also, but to get the shape, the kind of shape that I'm folding in a nice format or a nice origami, it have to cut in certain shape. Okay. You can do the square. You can do the square. You can do the oval, which is the round shape. Well, the flour is a little bit soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more of this flour here. Okay, I can do about perhaps 2 tablespoons first, and see if that's gonna help reduce. Oh, all right. Here we go. The fun. Hold on, please. So my sugar is melting. Okay, that round 2 pieces is melting, and between the flesh of the coconut and the coconut milk and the palm sugars, it's smelling really nice. I don't think I would need to add vanilla because it's already had a beautiful aroma. But I may add maybe a cup of not a cup, a teaspoon of vanilla, okay, just to get a kick of it. Or I can do jasmine if I like, but I think vanilla would be more suitable for this. If you have one here earlier, Chef Anna, I want to welcome you. Today I'm making Cambodian dessert. I found this cake also in some part of Thailand, in some part of Laos, and Vietnam perhaps. I'm not sure where else country that do share this kind of recipe. Okay, because we have neighboring country, we do share language, culture, attire, traits, commodities, language, okay, and intermarriages, which is common. Okay, so it's a little bit softer, but I like it a little bit more firmer than that. It's easier to roll. Okay, if it's too soft, then it'll be sticky to the hand unless we oil our hand really good. So what we're going to do is that we're going to grab this, a good size of this flour here. Okay, just like I did the dumpling the other day. Say for we are not boiling this, we're going to be steaming. We're going to be wrapping in the banana leaves, and we're going to steam it. Okay. So there's a process to this. Okay. Let me stir my filling. If you think that the aroma of vanilla smells good, wait until you smell the aroma of the sauteed coconut. It's just something that it just smells so nice. It's just so nice. Okay. All right. So let me. It had a tinge of lovely sweetness. Okay. Not enough to trigger the the A1C. Okay, but this will trigger anyway because it's sticky rice. It has certain sweetness to it. Okay, if you have restriction, then eat less of it. Okay, so sticky rice. Actually, sticky rice has more more sugar content than the regular long grain rice. That's why it's called sweet rice, sticky rice, glutinous rice. It had a few names. Only long grain. Say for there's so many type of long grain. Okay. All right, so I think a flour is good, able to touch and feel and do what we need to do. Okay. All right, let me put this aside. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate on making. We cover this because if not, the moisture will escape, and then we have to add water and to keep our flours moisture. We keep and cover it. Yeah. Look at this. It had a beautiful brown color, and I still have my. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off I'm gonna turn on the steamer. Get the steamer ready, okay? I'm gonna put on low because it'll take us a little bit before we be able to steam it. So I'm gonna smash the sugars and allow the sugar to infuse very well into the coconut. Okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt because salt does help activate the different sweetness into our dessert. Without salt, it will be bland. So with salt, I don't know. It's interesting to half of teaspoon. Okay. Go easy on salt. But we need a little bit of salt though to help create the beautiful sweetness that it's a different kind of sweetness when we add salt into it. You know, it had that like a beautiful taste to it beside without the salt. I don't know, it's just me. I don't know what you guys experience are. Okay. All right. Let me sample this. Well, this is a chunky one right here. I love it. It tastes so good. It had a tinge of salt, which is nice. Okay, and remember, I have sesame seed. So here we will get the nutrient from this grated fresh coconut, and I'm sure there's some nutrient from the sugar cane. The palm sugars, and of course the sesame seed. Okay, we're gonna use about quarter cup. Okay. Because we need it to because we have a lot of fillings here, so we're gonna use that much, and we're gonna blend it in here. See it? If you have the white one, you could. If you don't want, if you're allergic to coconut, then you can substitute this with mung bean, like I did with the dumpling, or you can substitute with sugar. Okay, just like the sugar I have here, you just pierce it into small pieces, and you can use this as fillings also. So this is my coconut milk. Let me put it away before I. Oh, yeah. My coconut juice. When I was in Thailand and Cambodia last summer, I had such a great time eating the young coconut and drinking a lot of coconut juice. And you know what? I did gain some weight because coconut milk and the young coconut is full of fat. The good kind of fat, but of course, if we do too much, then it can it can do us some crazy stuff. Okay. I didn't see my I should have roasted first, you know, but then it's fine. I need a little bit more. Maybe I add 1 more cup of sesame seed. I could have roasted first. It would have been like terrific. Okay. Again, this is done. I think it's cool enough for me to process this. Okay. Let me add my. Make sure you grab your. This is a full length of banana leaves. Okay, half of the banana leaves. So the full length of on both sides would be this long. So it break with the little what you call it? A little fiber in the middle, the stem. To keep my filling from sticking, I'm gonna go ahead and put banana leaves here. Okay. I think my filling is cooled down enough for me to handle. Okay, make sure that it's not too hot to handle. I think here it's just great. So I'm gonna need about maybe about 1 tablespoon. Okay. So once the sugar is cooling down, it's gonna get hardened. Okay, this will get hardened, so you don't have to worry about it. It's gonna get hardened. And you know what this reminded me of? A macaroon, huh? Just call it macaroon. If I make it too big, the flour will be big, so I have to control the portion of the fillings. Okay. Hold on. Let me move everything out of the way so you can see. Thank you for the heart. Love that. Thank you so much. The macaroon does sounds good. Now maybe I should try making macaroon. How y'all doing? Just say welcome. I'm making Cambodian dessert called Num Kome. Okay, Num Kome. If I interpret correctly, Num is dessert or sweet. Kome is the lantern. So in other words, this cake here probably have significant meaning, which I don't remember. Just remember that my grandparents would make this during the Lent day because they're all Buddhism. So they make this on New Year Day, on the Buddhist Lent days, or any kind of celebration. This dessert here would be present, especially during the New Year and the time where they make the offering to the monk and to the ancestors, the one that passed beyond the other side of the rainbow. Okay, so I don't know why the name Num Kome. Okay, in Thailand, I think they call khanom. Can't remember what Thai call this. Okay, khanom อะไร ơi? Anybody know? I supposed to know because I ate this when I was in Thailand. Khanom อะไร ơi? Well, in my village we call this khanom nom sao, which is the nom sao is like a damsel boobs, because when we wrapped it, it does have the shape of a young lady boob, so it called khanom nom sao, which is the dessert of the young lady boobs. I didn't make that up, okay? I mean, in Cambodia, people name things, even they come from the same country, they name their food differently. So I'm just telling you. Okay. So I didn't count how many I have, so we're gonna work until we have enough to steam it and then have enough to show you the whole process of it, okay? So I got the fillings, look lovely, yeah. And it's pretty good too, okay? It's yummy, so there you go. Okay, to do this, we need to oil the pan because if it's not, the cake will be sticking to, I think I use a plate better. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of oil to help keep the cake from sticking to each other, because we're dealing with sticky rice flours, and as you know, that's the name of it, sticky. It's sticky, that's why it's called sticky. Yeah. Okay, so to do this, we need this baby here. Okay, so we're gonna put a little oil on it. Okay, and because we already have filling, we already have our dough done. So I'm gonna keep the dough close while we making this, because I don't want the dough to get dry. If it get dry, then it will not be so, won't be easy to use as a wrapper. Okay, so here we go. So we have our fillings here. We're gonna place right in the center, just like I did with the mung bean. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and I can add some. Well, when I wrap this, I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut to it. Okay. Oh, let me make a few of this or enough of this, and then we will wrap it. So we get good amount, okay, probably smaller than the egg size. Let me try this first before I make a big one, because my my banana leaves, it have to fit in here. These have to fit in the banana leaves, okay? If not, I have to reduce the flours of the dough, okay? So to do this, I can be a little bit tricky, okay? I can design. So these leaves here should be good, because I blanch this, okay? So it's a little funnel, and I'll put my cake in the middle here, and then I will go ahead and see if this gonna fit, okay? If it fit, then I'll keep the size of the dough. If doesn't, then I have to change the size of the dough to smaller size, okay? Which is here. This is an origami fold. Okay, we don't need fastener. We don't need anything to keep them together. It's automatically fold into a unique style. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and give a little rub to allow the flour to shape, okay, and mold with the fold. So it's a little greasy, okay, which we need, okay. Otherwise, it won't be so effective. You can do it without the oil, but you can use coconut oil or any fine cooking oil of your choice. So now we have the little flour ball into this banana leaves shape and fold it in a origami fashion. Yeah. Okay, so here we go, our first cake. Okay, so I know now that the amount of flours and the dough that I'm using, it worked perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Okay, to do that, let me create a few more balls, and before we bring them together into the folding. Okay, there we go. Very simple, right? I mean, nothing crazy, nothing alien about it. I did this a few times on my channel already because this cake gets so familiar. I mean, gets so popular among my family, my friend, and of course my yeah, the love of my life. So so then they've been missing it. They've been saying, "Oh, you have not made that dessert." You know, the little ball in the middle of the wrap. Oh, Num Kome. Okay. I have not tried boiling this like we did with the banchanu. Banchanu is the one that we boiled. Remember that? Just not too long ago, maybe about a week and a half ago. Okay. It's almost like sumai, where you wrap the dough in the, no, not the dough, it was a wonton sheet. See, when we oil this, it does not stick together. But if we don't, it's gonna be a sticky mess. Sorry. Sorry. I think what I'll do this Cambodian New Year is coming in April the 15th. Sometimes they celebrate from the 12th up until about 18 or 19. It depends what state we in and how busy the communities are. Normally it falls on the second week of the month of April, where the Cambodian people celebrate the New Year. Okay, so our New Year is in April. And Chinese New Year's in February. And the Hmong New Year, they start them early. They celebrate this since December, because Hmong people the Hmong community people, the community Hmong peoples, they're so unity. They work together. I mean, they travel from state to state to attend their New Year function. I remember in Fresno, I think the second largest population of the Hmong people from Laos. Okay, Hmong people are the minority group of people who live in the high slope mountain in the country Pathet Laos. So Hmong people have their own language. It's called Hmong. The Hmong people, the Hmong language. So they have the beautiful outfit that they knit and hand sew. And women of the village, they don't work like men. Okay, men will work, they gather food, the women get to stay home, care for the children, care for the elderly, cook, clean, take care of the husband, take care of the kid, take care of the household affair. And when she's not working, the women come together under the sun and they do pandao. Pandao is that little it's their textile work. Unlike Cambodian weave their clothes. Okay, they have this weaving oh, authentic machine, not machine. It's a kilt. Is it called kilt? No, is it kilt? You know, loom. What you call it? Anyway, sorry, I lost my thought. So the Hmong people will come together under the sun, and you know they talk of oaths and sorry, let me fix. Talk of old, and they do needlework. Okay, they do needlework, the beautiful needlework, and they turn that into their outfit, their top, their bottom, their pant, their skirt, their blouses, and they have beautiful head hat and band beanies and headband, and they have different style, different colors, and represent from different tribes. Okay, I think they have white and blue Hmong. I can't remember quite well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so they have a very unique culture. They believe in shaman and Mannanism, and they do a lot of shaman performance to heal the sickness and to bless the family, what have you. Okay, so I can't speak too much because I'm not from the culture. I don't want to cross the line, you know, but since I work with a lot of Hmong people, they share some of their culture with me, so I appreciate that. I understand a little bit more of the Lao cultures because I speak the language. I don't speak Hmong. I speak about 2 words of Hmong because Hmong language is so alienated for me. The reason I said that, I self-taught Lao, so I speak Lao fluently. In fact, I can read and write Lao very well. You know, I mean, it took me some time. I self-taught because I work in the community, and a lot of people don't speak English. So in order for me to work and serve the community really well, so I learned the language. I cracked the Da Vinci Code by learning the language and learning the culture. They said that in order to catch the tiger cub, you have to get into the tiger den. That's what I did. I didn't get chewed by the Hmong people, the Lao people. I got so many friends from the country. That was so beautiful because to understand the languages, it's one of those beautiful things, you know. So we can do funnel. We're gonna fold, okay, in this manner. And this little guy here, you get to double fold it back like this. It'll give us like a really nice a double deck kind of effect. Okay, so here go. Then we put our dumpling inside. We can put some coconut in here. Okay, just to give extra flavor. Okay, so this little fold here will go to the front. Okay, so this is what we're gonna use as a guide. So we're gonna fold on both sides. If it's too big, we just overfold it or cut it off. You'll be fine. Okay, like this one, it get too big, it overfold, so I can cut it off. Okay, easy. Okay. No harm done. Okay. So this one is a little bit big, so it goes really well. So then you have this little flap here. Okay. It's a long flap, so I can cut it off also. Okay, and because we have two parts that fold in like this, okay, left and right fold, and then kind of, you know, straighten. You have to fold it, make the crease, and then between the flap here. Between the flap here, just go ahead and tuck this this flap in here. Okay, remember, we fold this together. Now that we bring this flap in and fold it in there, hide it in there, and that will secure our cake. And then now we get to push the flour to take its place. That the little flap here, and it fold right in, so it won't come off until you take it off. Yeah, very simple. Okay. I'm applying a little bit of cooking oil in here, okay, or oil, coconut oil here. That just because when we open the cake, I don't want it to get stuck into this, into the sheet here. Okay, so go ahead and do the funnel, okay, and this flap here. Remember, we went, and this little flap here, you get to fold over to give it that like a nice folding look here. Okay, so because this is all origami, okay. I mean, I don't know who started origami, whether Japanese, Chinese, or Cambodian. I'm not sure, but we've been doing this since the beginning of grandparents, great-grandparent even. Okay, there you go. So fold both sides in, okay, like that, tight. Okay, make sure that it tight, that it aligns. Okay, like that, and then it create a little flap here. It's called the tongue. Okay, the little tongue here. If you see a little go over it, you can cut it off, you know, to make it look neat. See it? Okay. So now, so this is what you call this? See it? Symbol? Yeah. Okay. Then just use your hand to massage it to allow the flour to fill the space that between here. But actually, when it's cooked, the flour will melt right into the little gap here. But look at that. Isn't that neat? Okay. You don't have to tie it. You don't have to fasten it. It's automatically locked in. This folding technique, I gotta give it to old folk, you know. I mean, this one right here, it has an opening, it cracked. So I have to give to old people, you know. They possess such amazing skill. Without them, we wouldn't know what to do. Without them, I wouldn't know what to do with this. Believe me, you know, it would take me 100 years to figure this out. But then I don't have to reinvent the wheel, so I just keep the wheel spinning. Yep. Okay, so there's a little flap there, okay? Make the cake look really, really neat right there. Yeah. It's called more sophisticated. A lot of people don't know that, but I'm telling you. Okay. So our cake went in. Okay. Remember, the flap is in the front of it. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and bring, just like you're rolling your rolling the egg rolls, okay? It's almost about the same format. Oh, then it shouldn't be too tight, okay? Because the reason I said that, because once the flour is being steamed, it's gonna extend, okay? It's gonna get fatter. So that's why this room right here, once the flour is contact with heat, the flour starts to melt and starts to fill all this four corner here, okay? All the four corner. You know, to be honest with you, I'm glad is that I was old enough to be around my great-grandparents, because my great-grandparents, they love dessert making, because they're Thai descent, and Thai people love making dessert. Okay, but Cambodian people have this too. Okay, I mean, we share things in common, so I cannot say that it's Thailand or it's Cambodia. But because I grew up in two cultures, so I know that this cake was in the family for that long a period of time. So don't be mad at me, Thai people, Cambodian people, just being with me here, okay? Because I'm just speaking the truth from my very own personal experience, that when I grew up, my grandparents already make this kind of cake. So I was born in Cambodia, in a Thai family. So I don't know what to tell you. Just that I think I think we mix the two culture together and make it beautiful. So I wish that they do that now, you know. Stop being mad, being cool. So I cut this banana sheet myself. It wasn't perfect, but then at least I got the shape that I wanted it. When I went to this Asian store, they didn't have the already cut banana leaves, so I brought home the whole banana leaf and I cut it myself. Yep, it wasn't hard. I just put one of the plate. I think the 10 inches plate, maybe 8 inches plate, and I used a knife to pierce it, and yeah, it come up like that. Well, it's supposed to be like that. Okay, not perfect, but hey, I got it. Don't need to be perfect. So we need to make sure that our cake is not looking funky. Hey, look at that. You have 6 so far. A few more. I'm gonna have a few more, then we'll steam it, okay? Sound like I'm talking to my family in Cambodia. We're just like too excited. Oh, this one had too many cuts. Oh man, I don't like these, because these are the enemies of my making cake here, because all the broken pieces. But let me try to repair it by placing another sheet over like that. See if it works, okay? If it's not, then I'll just do a new sheet. But then if I keep skipping, I might not have enough banana leaves. Which is going to cover the openings like that. Put a cake in. Let's see if this one's going to work, okay? This is one of the popular dessert in Cambodia, you guys, in Thailand. When I visit in Thailand last year, they make this kind of dessert also. So just know that Vietnamese people make this also, except for that their recipe is a little bit different. Okay, the Thai recipe a little bit different also. So they use the same concept with different. They use the same concept, which is the wrap with the sticky. Wrap made from the sticky rice, and they can use different kind of fillings, but then the sticky rice and wrap in the banana sheet, banana leaf, it's still the same concept. Hey, that repair work? That repair work? Oh, I forgot to put the coconut. Shoot. I love Cambodian holidays, because each holiday come, my family make all kind of cake. We do this cake, we do the banana wrap cake, we do the banana rice cake, we do the pork belly cake. Well, the pork belly cake, I think I made it a long time ago. I don't think I can revisit that. next time with you guys. Okay, it's the pork belly cake. We do the same way as we do the banana cake, save for that it's the filling is made out of pork belly seasoning. Pork belly, oh, it's so good. Okay, and you can eat it steam, or you can refry the steam pork belly cake, and it's one of those cake that can be purchased in the Asian grocery store, but not here though. Not in Las Vegas. I don't see anybody doing that. Maybe I should start the business. How about it? But this is a lot of work though. You know, I don't know if I wanted to do that. You know, because I already have job that I dedicated to. You know, I don't need to be doing catering business. I do this for my YouTube, but I'm not doing catering. Maybe a small catering, like when friends have a birthday and they order a couple hundred of, or a couple thousand, or a couple hundreds of egg rolls or dessert. Then then I would take a job. If to cook, it's a lot of work. You know, I mean, I don't know. It might work, but then I don't know if I wanted to. You know. But in California, especially in Long Beach, in San Diego, where majority of the Asian folks residing at, and if you visit one of the grocery store or the restaurant, they have this for sale. Okay. But in Las Vegas though, Las Vegas is like, I can't tell you though, I can't complain, but I'm here, so if I want dessert, I just make it myself. That's it. If my family want dessert, I just make it for the family, and that be it. You know, I won't be able to get this from the grocery store or from the restaurant anywhere. No, sorry, this one don't work because I didn't cut it right. I slanted. It have to be round. Awful sheet. And I'm dealing with harder banana leaves. Okay, it's not as elastic. Remember, I blanched this already to allow the banana leaf to clean, okay, cleanse it, and not just cleaning it and remove the dreck, purifying it. I also allow it to become more stretchable, elasticity. Okay, it's just like stretching a rubber band. Other than that, it will be too crunchy, too crispy for me to fold it. What we do in Cambodia is that once they harvest the leaves, they clean it, they will lay under the sun to sun dry and sun blanching it, and when it get withered, and we wrapped it, and it won't break, okay? Because banana leaves are just like any kind of leaf. It's so fresh and crispy. So if we don't know how to handle it, we won't be able to make cake out of it. Like this one right here. Well, when I measure this, I wasn't thinking, okay, I can do this, perhaps mending it. So and don't get me wrong though, you know, banana leaves are not cheap by any definition. In Thailand and Cambodia, we just buy it from the neighborhood, or from the family farms, or from the family backyard. My cousin grow a whole bunch of these bananas, so when they make cake, they just harvest it from their front yards. Right, one more and then we'll steam, okay? I'm surprised that they were able to harvest this banana leaf without a lots of hole, because banana leaves are big leaves, okay, and any wind will break it. I think they harvest this when the banana leaves are very young. I feel like some of them are very young, or that they grow in some sort of greenhouse that must be a big greenhouse for this, you know. And that's why the banana leaf wasn't breaking, because I live on banana farm also. When the wind come, it break all the banana leaves into like shattered pieces like this, like that. And there's no way you can make cake out of this. Okay, my love, let me wipe my hands so we can steam the cake, okay? Let me move this out of the way. Bring my steamer here so you can see what I'm doing. Because my steamers are very small, so it won't fit too many, but we'll put as many as we can, okay? All right. So here we go. I put about 5 cups of water, and you have to check the water. If you steam too long, the water will get receded because it's being heated up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a cake in the steamer like these. Okay, don't put them. I'll leave some space between it because this is gonna get fat. The sticky rice is gonna get expand when it cook. Okay, so sometimes the folding will come apart also. I have that experience. So just put them close enough that they can touch, but then don't lay over, because if it lay over it's fine too, but then I think I need one more, so that way it will not leave gap for the cake to be acting funny. Put some oil on it. Make a funnel. Okay, it's a flap. All you do is just like fold it in. So there's a flap here. You can turn it around to give a nice double flap look. Add some coconut to give it a nice texture. And fold both ends in, just like you're doing your lumpia or or egg rolls, okay? Just fold it in like that, and you'll have a flap here. Because this is origami folding, it'll give a little clip here where you can tuck it in. That's what secured the wrapping. And so it went inside in between here. So just adjust it, and whatever is hanging out, we can just trim it up nicely to give a finished look, okay? All right, so there we go. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 cakes in here. Got it? Let's put this baby in the steamer, and we'll do about 30 minutes, and then we can sample it. I know it'll take a little bit of time because we have banana leaf is nice insulation, so it takes a little bit for the heat to penetrate through the banana leaves and cook the dough inside of it. Got it? Okay. So we cook them close enough so that way it'll hold each other in place, so that it won't come off. When it hit the heat, banana leaves seem to like come to life, expand it, and move around like you won't believe. I did this I had this experience before. Okay. I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna increase the heat to medium high. Okay. And in the meantime, we have time to create more cake, which we still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 cakes left. So we have how many? 14 over there too, so we have about 28. Okay. You got it? You got a concept? You gonna try this at home? Hey Cece, are you gonna try this, girl? It's a V cake. Oh yeah, you got it. Oh, you got a new name for it. Yeah, thanks. Okay, V cake. It is a V shape, huh? Oh, I can't do that until my dough is done, right? Okay. So the dough made out of nothing but sweet rice or sticky rice or glutinous rice. Okay, it had fancy name. It had like all kind of names. Okay, not like long grain or balsamic grain or jasmine grain. Okay. Right, so it's this little ball here has coconut fillings in it. Okay. Oh, hold on. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Let's see who's fighting over who get the most cake. Okay. I add a little bit of sugar on the this one's a little bit on the dough, and I put about half cup of palm sugars on the fillings. That it's blended really well between the two front, which are the shredded coconut and the sesame seeds. Okay. So when you dive into this cake right here, it's gonna give that beautiful aroma of sauteed coconut, fresh coconut, and of course, the sesame seed also had its own aroma. Okay, it had a beautiful aroma also, especially if it's roasted. I didn't roast it because frankly, it'll be okay. You can eat raw sesame seed also. I remember when my grandfather grew sesame plant, he grew a whole lot of these to collect them. They don't make oil out of this, but then we do consume in sweet, just like I do here. And they add with their cooking, they add into their diet, just like seasoning. Okay. I remember when I visited my grandfather sesame farm. Sesame farm has like this scary looking caterpillar. They're hairy, they're pretty cute, just that I'm scared of caterpillar. So no caterpillar in the world look cute to me because they're all like, I'm scared of caterpillar, and especially the one that I found, the green one that I found on the tomato plants or chili plant. Oh, those things, I just took off running. I don't care how big or small. Okay, so when I at the other house, we have tomato plant and some pepper plant, and sometimes it's not certain type of butterfly that produce green babies, green caterpillar. Okay, it's not monarch. Monarch baby, they are beautiful. They're beautiful, yes, but they're scary to me. So what I learned about my grandfather's sesame farm is that that these caterpillars, they in thousands, probably in millions, I don't know. So they march. So they're about to go harvest my grandfather's sesame plant. Okay, so they came in a little line, not a little line. They came in a line just like the ant. So they're like There are like hundreds of them, like in the line, they walk, you know. I mean, I used to like jump and cry like hysterically. My grandfather used to say, what happened? What's wrong with you? The grandfather, look at this. What, snake? No, it's not snake. What is it? I don't know. My grandfather said, no, those are caterpillar. It's no harm. I said, some of the caterpillar has a little spike with a little venomous, okay, venom, that if a little bit of it can cause skin irritation. That little needle some of them have needle, okay, so I'm just saying, you know, they look like needle to me, but I don't know how spiking it is, but then I'll be screaming on top of my lung, and my grandfather used to run to rescue me, and when he came, say, what are you screaming of? So, I wasn't scared of the monkey. I was scared of the little caterpillar. My grandfather would shake his head and he would just roll down on the ground, and yeah, he thought it was so funny. So, so those caterpillar, if it's not being exterminated, it'll eat the whole field of we're talking about sesame, okay? The leaf of sesame, and leave you nothing but the stem of the sesame. So what my grandfather did was that he would grab the torch, light it up, and hewn down he cinched all those caterpillars. That's how you get rid of them. My grandfather, at the time, they don't have pesticide and stuff like that, so to minimize all those bugs, and they don't have spray and nothing, so they use torch, okay, burning torch, just burn them, yeah. But they're cute though. I mean, they have all kind of whiskers and nice color skin, almost similar to this, you know, little spot here and there, and they was marching down to munch up the whole garden of sesame plant. They come like the whole, too many. It's like scary, just like the whole armies, okay? Just like the whole Russian army. I'm sorry, Russian. I didn't mean it the bad way. Maybe Thai army, the Cambodian army. So my grandfather, we gotta get rid of this because it's not, all the leaves of all the plant will be gone. They do, because there's so many comes, and when they eat the leaves, and if they eat the leaf long enough, I don't know how many days, and then they will turn into a little cocoon, and they go through the little process of becoming butterfly, you know. But then it's neat how they, like, I don't know where the mom laid the eggs at and able to like produce all this offspring. I don't know where the mother is, but then all these caterpillar know where to go to get feast, you know, get feeding. So they like march down to the sesame farm, and like, they would get fattened over there. So, no, sorry. My grandfather got his torch, and that's it. That's the end of them. Yeah. And this banana leaf here had their own caterpillars. They're huge. Okay, they're huge. Nothing nasty than banana caterpillars, banana leaf caterpillars. I never want to go near the banana leaves or anything like that, because the banana leaf caterpillars, it's green just like tomato caterpillar. They're green, and they have eyes, and they have mouth, and they move, and when they're done eating the banana leaves, they will coil themselves on the banana leaf. In other words, they just make shelter out of banana leaves, so they coil around like this. And then for those who consume caterpillar, they will go hunt for it, you know. No, I'm not doing those. Don't want to be near. So I have just a little bit of this. I don't know what to do because I didn't have enough. But maybe I'll do one with which is a coconut, which is these right here. Whoever get it, no sugar, nothing. Maybe I'll put some little sugar. See, I almost got everything paired up. One bag of of rice, of sticky rice, with 2 cups of coconut fillings. Okay. You see how hard this is? Okay. This is what palm sugar does. It's hard. Don't forget that. Let me grate it and my grandfather, I think I told some of you guys already that my grandfather farmed the orchards. It's on the other side of the thick growth, okay? And to go to my grandfather farms, we have to go through the thick growth where the monkey are hanging out. Okay, so the monkey are nasty because they scare my grandfather because my grandfather has machete, and they know what those are at. And my grandfather carried musket, the old gun, you know, the old, because my grandfather used to be in the army, and for some reason, I think people in that village are allowed to have gun. You know, they have musket for hunting. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. They use those for hunting. They go hunting for games, for game meats, deers and deers and not elephant, deers and hyena, whatever, the game meat, the boar, the wild boar. And I remember when they catch the wild boar, they will bring the so many holes. When they butcher it, they save the little tusk, you know, the little tusk of the boar, and then they get to make pendant out of it. No, they said that it had certain mythical power to it. I don't know. I'm just saying what the old people were saying. I don't know how much true to it, but it started to make sense, though. You know, some of those things that people do in the old day, we don't understand. They possessed with all the dark power. They possessed with all the incantation. You know, those like mythical powers. You know, that they possess, and yeah. But it's so much fun, though, you know, to because remember that I was in school like other children, so sometimes if I'm not home with my parents, my grandfather would take me to his farms. I don't know why. I wasn't farming, but for some reason my grandfather always take me to the farm with him. Maybe, you know, there's purpose to that, you know, to expose me into, like give me the trading skill of becoming the next generation to take over the farming. I'm not sure what it was, but he was preparing me for something. I wasn't sent to school, you know, I was at the school age at the time, but to be able to witness and see some of the things that I follow my grandfather's footsteps, just going through the mangrove and see all the monkey hang around and being funny, you know, throwing certain vegetation on me and think it was funny, you know, and my grandfather gets so upset sometimes he'll pull out his musket and point it at the monkey, and the monkey was like, so they went up to the highest slope, the higher canopy of the tree. You see, some of these childhood memories, you know, you think that I'm looking at me, think that I'm ordinary person that look ordinary. I am an ordinary person, but when I have to go through and experience life in Cambodia, you know, it made me feel so special, because growing up in Cambodia taught me so much, and it taught me to be the person that I never know that I can become. You know, it prepared me for all the adversity that I have to deal when coming to America. You know, just like leaving one war and dealing with another battle. You know, so. But now everything is fine, dandy with me. I'm happy here. No one gonna get to bully me like that one guy. CC got rid of him so quick. Thank you, CC, for doing that yesterday, man. That gentleman was a little bit too much. You know, even I tried to be nice, and but anyway, let's not mention him because he's gonna have a nightmare of us tonight. So yeah, so Cece, my moderator, she's so awesome. I know I can't find anyone who can be so terrific online, come online and help moderate my channel, you know. And I know I have to need a moderators because I know we'll read the comment, you know, what people sent me, because I'm so bombarding with cooking. I'm just trying to get my cooking going. I don't even see the messages until people start sending me messages or comments and say, Shavana, you should be checking your messages, you know. And hey, did you hear what that guy said to you? Or did you read what this guy sent you? I said, no, what I don't hear, I don't see, don't hurt me, right? Well, until I start paying attention, then it started boiling me. So that's why I should have just shut my ear, close my eye, and seal my mouth, you know, and I'll be fine, you know, until I don't have to be confrontation with anybody. But you know what? People pick the wrong tree to bark, or the wrong bark, or the wrong puppy, or the wrong what you want to call it. You pick the wrong tree to saw down. That's it. I'm happy to be coconut tree, so it'd be hard to saw it down. Okay. Well, extra coconut, that would like be extra treat for sure. I don't have to do this, but I'm just crazy about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw extra coconut to it. And I don't know where the Thai, the Cambodian learn all this folding technique, okay? First, you know that I love origami, okay? I can fold a few tricks of origami. I can do the heart from the dollar bills, okay? And then sometimes I do the graduation flower lay. I did beautiful flower lay, okay, for the graduation, which I should be doing right now because my grandchildren are graduating this coming summer. I don't know how many of them graduating, so I should get myself prepared because they're double of them, they're twin. So last time when they graduate from the middle school, I did them the same thing. I did the $2 bills flower lay. That's so beautiful. I still have the video of it, I think, somewhere in the archive. Yeah, so I can do that. Maybe when we're not doing these, we are not doing crocheting, we can do the flower lay, because you know what? June is coming fast, okay? Especially when you're busy and you're not consider that your family members, your friend, your neighbor, your church friends are graduating, and to go ahead and get your $2 bills or $1 bill. If you are generous, and do $5 bills, but it's gonna add up though. I do the $2 bills between the two of them, so I spend about $100, yeah, to do like a beautiful lay, the full lay. But if I only be stingy, I put $10, $12, 10, whatever it is, then it can be short and add bow, add a little bit of different thing to it. But if you're generous, go ahead. You can do $100 bill if you like. But it's fun though, you know, to have those, and or you can do the flower bouquet, which is what else we do. We did the fruit bouquet, so it would be lovely to do flower bouquet made out of dollar bills. Okay, it's beautiful. And you don't have to do envelope, okay? It's beautiful, it's fantastic to share. Okay, so okay, this is what I'm talking about here. Let me see. I hope I have enough because this thing keeps breaking it. Oh, the reason I know this is not it's chemical free because it's organic, because somebody leave us whole. This is a leftover from the caterpillar. I'm gonna cook it anyway. If it can withstand the 380 degree, you know, go ahead. I shall welcome. Yes, anything that you find, a little hole, a little gap, meaning that it's already sampled by the nature, or let me just talk about a whole bunch of caterpillar, okay? Because caterpillar will not eat anything that human poisoning them, okay? And that's why people said, oh, um, if they go to the market, they see anything with a hole, they say, ew, right away, they mark themselves that the food is not cool, it's not perfect. They want to see a perfect apple, perfect pears that are packed with pesticide. Okay. The kind of fruit that the caterpillar was not full enough to sunk the teeth in. Yeah. So, but we sunk the teeth in. But make sure you wash good though. Don't be fooled, because if caterpillar ain't getting it, meaning that it's not safe for them, because the dose in the fruit that the farmer spray on it is not safe for them to consume. It's safe for us to consume daily. Well, not, okay? It's going to build up, all those pesticides going to build up in our system for sure, okay? And that's why we have people with a lot of, people who have a lot of health issue, because we're just consuming the thing that we shouldn't be consuming. But then, because if we become self-reliant by growing our own fruit in backyards, if you can afford to have a backyard, if you can't afford to have a backyard, or you don't have a backyard, then we buy fruit from the local market or grocery store. In California, we have our own backyard. My mom and I, we grow our own herbs and spices. We have a lot of chili peppers. We have a lot of holy what do you call it? Holy basil, okay, and the kaffir leaves, and in fact, the banana was growing also, and banana give fruits. The kind of banana that we make sweet, called the Num Kome. And here, I don't know. Some friend of mine tell me that I'm not doing it right. Probably, I'm not going to argue. Maybe I didn't do it right. And that's why it didn't grow. Well, that's far I'm concerned. I didn't have that issue when I was in California. Everything grow under the sun. Here, the sun kill it. The sun scorch it. The sun will cook it down to the roots. Oops. Thank you. I'm going to double it because let's see if it's going to work, okay? If it's not, I'm just going to give him a new sheet. I may have enough though. No. Did you get the concept already? If you're not, you better revisit, okay? If you're gonna make this at home, people say, we don't like Asian dessert. You're fine. I'm not forcing you guys, okay? Because I'm Asian and I do all kind of American cooking already. I make the pie, I make the gelatin. I haven't tried the cake though. Maybe I should do strawberry shortcake. Should do chocolate fudge. I did that already in my previous video. I haven't done cake. I done cookie. I have done fudge. Those are easy stuff, Sometimes the simple stuff that we enjoy watching, Sometimes something this complicated, people are like, I don't care for. I got it, If it's not my food that I'm familiar with, I won't be pay attention neither. But now I start paying attention more because I learned to appreciate people's food, the other culture food, because I can learn from, and I can I can follow the recipe and cook here on my line, you know, on my YouTube, which is benefitful. Before I said, I don't care, it's not Cambodian fried rice, I ain't gonna be interested. No, I said, oh yeah, I learn it. If your fried rice put a lot of pepper in it, I'll learn it. So we learned, well, can't believe this. It was a perfect leaves. So when it's done, it's gonna be like this, okay, cone head or pyramid, what you call it. There's a shape for that. Cylinder? No, there's a word for that. My mom loved this, so I'm gonna give her plenty. In fact, I only have what 24, so it's not gonna be plenty for everybody for sure. Because if my mom grabbed this, she's gonna try to grab most of it. So. It won't let me finish this, huh? See, even I blanched this sheet here. I mean, this leaves here is still so fresh, so breakable. That's what slowed down the cooking, okay? Because all these leaves is so. I thought I had a perfect one, but apparently it wasn't. Well, just like we're doing tamale, huh? I contact this chef online. He makes tamale, so I inquired about sharing some flour tamale because I'm allergic to corn. I cannot have corn tamale, so I wanted to make flour tamale. So somebody tell me that, well, you know, the Filipino, they make their own tamale. You know, it's made out of rice flours. So maybe I'll try the Filipino. This is not good. Maybe I'll try the Filipino tamale. Okay, they said that it made out of rice, not rice, out of rice flours. So they said it doesn't taste the same, you know, it's gonna taste like rice cake because tamale only like exception for make out of corn. I said, really? Just like when I made the what was it? The El Salvadorian food. Can't remember the name of it anyway. So they said that it's made out of corn flour. So I tried with the rice flour. It worked. Shoot, what was the name of the cooking? Sorry, I lost my thought. It's like El Salvadorian pancake or a tamale. Not tamale. It was pan-seared. It's not steamed. We went to eat at the El Salvadorian restaurant. Shoot, what's the name of the shitty thing? So he ordered cheese and spinach. What is it, Cece? The El Salvadorian dish that involved flowers and fillings. Almost the same format here, just that they flatten the flowers and the dough and cook it in the pan. Pupusa. Yeah, pupusa. So I make pupusa out of rice flours. I figured it out. So I don't know how different it is because I can have the corn. So I had the rice flour pupusa, I use the same fillings. I use the same technique, cooking techniques. So it worked out well, you know. I mean, then I got to eat it because I'm following somebody suggestions and recipes saying you know make it from corn flours, and then I couldn't have it. So I'd be making pupusa 4 or 5 times in my cooking show and never gotten to sample it. And I said, wait a minute, that ain't fair. Let me try the rice flour pupusa. You know, it worked. It's a little bit different, but definitely work. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I saved my own recipe and said, rice flours pupusa. Did I break anybody's rule? No, I did not. Did I create something that I can eat? Definitely not. I'm sure there's a rice flour pupusa somewhere there, but you know. So that's why I'm questioning this guy if he has the rice flours tamale. He never responded though. You know, I went to his network and cooking show and make comment on he was making the corn version of it, and I was just curious if he has rice flour a recipe, and he didn't respond. So I was like, okay, maybe you don't have it. It's fine, you know. Well, I can go Google somewhere else, and if I cannot work with you to get recipe, then I'll go somewhere else. I just want to have a taste of it myself, you know, because tamale looks so good. And in fact, when I was driving on Menki, I think I pressed it too hard and I accidentally make a boo-boo here. Let me fix it. Was this corner of the street down the neighborhood. This guy, there's a street food vendor, and he sells tamale. And of course I can't have it because he only have corn tamale. And typically I don't, you know, I'm one of those people who are picky about buying food from the street vendor, you know. Nothing against it. I'm just not. Even though I was in Thailand, you know, I wasn't comfortable. Hey, it tried to rip, but I got a sealing inside. It's just that, you know, sometimes consider how people handle the food and the flies, and because our systems, our digestive systems are not the same as the native people. They can eat food that fly land on and like a millions of times, and they don't get sick. You know, minute it's pop in our mouth, and there we go running for the bathroom. If they have public bathroom available, you know, like in I went to the country where the public bathroom was just like over there. Like where? Oh, behind the bush. Yes. Over there with the lip. Over there. I'm like, where? I only see palm tree. Exactly. Beneath the palm tree. So that's why sometimes go to some Asian country, you gotta check out first whether, you know, you have access to public bathroom or not. Especially when you're not familiar with country, and we spoiled by living in this country. We only need, we can't go to the bathroom behind the bush or behind the tree or beneath the coconut tree or onto the fish pool. Then you're not gonna enjoy it. Because that's what I did. I learned it the hard way when I was in Vietnam. I think I told the story already. Yeah, like over there, the toilet is like a piece of log between that went in the middle of the canal, you know, with a little bungalow, and then you get to sit down comfortably on your squatting comfortably on your feet and dropped. And then you see all the moving, you know, on the beneath you. Yep, so the fish are feasting on your pieces. So that's why they said over there. So we like behind the bush, behind the coconut trees, or over the river. Well, men, you know, men they okay. Men can survive in that environment fine, you know, because they not like us. We have to be proper at it. But men, you know, they can unzip and do their thing, you know, standing. But female, if we do standing, we'll be like shower ourselves with our own, you know, body fluid. So that's what I learned when I take a trip to Vietnam when the country is not quite yet abundant. Okay, they just got through the Vietnam War and people barely came alive, and same thing for Cambodia, you know, people still making hole in the backyard, and that's where they do the bathroom, or they do an outhouse. And then interesting because Cambodian home designed in the way that that the kitchen is on the side of the house and the toilet is not inside the house originally. Now I see that the home structure is a little bit different. I have 3 more, but then the leaf is kind of sucky right now. Oops, sorry. That's the word the guy used a lot. I don't know what he meant, but oh goodness. Let me repair this because this is annoying. Okay. Well, that's me and the children from the village 20 years ago, I think, when I first make visit to Thailand, and all the children in the village are small. Now when I visit again last year, they're all in adult with kids and children and have their own place, and I don't even recognize them, but they recognize me for sure. They're sitting there looking at me and I'm like, did I know you? I said, oh yeah, remember when I was that little and we went to search for food and you climbed a tree? Oh, okay. Oh, now you look like now, okay. So it was interesting to go back and revisit those little kids in the village, and a few of them related to my family. The rest is just like kids from the villages. And I remember when I said in 2009, I was in my 50, I think, and I visited my uncle first time in like 40 years, and I left Cambodia or left Thailand, refugee, and my uncle didn't come to America. He followed his parents' footsteps and went back to the homeland. It's in Thailand, northern part of Thailand, Korat. So if I left Thailand in 1980, so 2009, I went to visit Thailand the first time after I left the refugee camp. So a lot of things had changed, and it was nice to meet up my family and get to know cousin and family in the new land. Oh man. And then I visit my family in Cambodia also. It's like cabbage patch here. I have to patch left and right. Come on. But it's a lot of memory though, you know, when I visit, I didn't just spend time with Edo. I was like having fun with the children. The children in the morning, they know that I give them special treat. So after school, they'll come to my uncle's home where I stay at, and they bring extra bicycle for me. So that let's go find food, or fetch some fruits and vegetables from their grandparents' garden, right? So so they brought extra bike. So we're just riding through the village, and And for those who didn't know, I thought I was a new teacher because I have so many children follow behind me on bike, and we're just having fun, you know. And then we stopped by the coffee shop and allowed the children to get their treat, and it was very special. You know, it was a special moment that I created that bond with those kids, and we went climb the tree, so many trees that so my niece, she took me to her grandparents' farm. Okay, so so we just went climbed the tree left and right. I didn't realize that we were stealing the fruits. So the kid was having fun, you know. So I said, "Who farm is this?" He said, "Oh, it was Ploy grandparent farm. Ploy is my uncle granddaughter. Is a daughter of his daughter." So we went on bike for a while, and then finally we reached this farm. This farm had lychee, it has lychee, it has star fruits, and what else was there? Longer anything. So we were up on the tree harvesting, we having fun, right? So those kids, they're so skillful. They climb tree like a little monkey. You know? So for me, I love climbing too, and but it's not as fast as those kids though. You know, I mean, they're out there without shoe. They climb tree like George of the Jungle. Believe it or not, they was like, they were just like me when I was that young. You know, I climbed tree all the time. So then I took the video of it, and I think I have it on my YouTube. I share that. And when I went to visit in Thailand, I shared the videos, and everybody like, "Oh my goodness, look at this is before the cameras available and all this social medias is like something that they don't have access to, you know, in that village." So when I went back and I showed them they were being on YouTube, and everybody like, "Oh my goodness, so how cute I was, look at me, you know, no teeth." Yes. And we went to visit the school and have some picture taking at the school and have video taking at the school, you know. So I not only visit with them, I created memory for them, you know, because at the time they don't have camera, they don't have picture, they don't have motion pictures. So when I did that for them, they're like, "Oh," now they have their own camera. So what I did is that when I was in Cambodia, my cousin now learned how to, my family now learned how to post a live video. Before they didn't. I was driving with my cousin. He was my personal driver when I was in Cambodia. He was always asking, "Why are you taking so many videos?" I said, "I do because I don't get to come here every day like you do. So I capture all this memory so I can take home with me." So after I left Cambodia, I saw that my cousin started to post a live video when he was driving. When he go to different city, you know, he gotten to send me the, "Look what I did." "Oh yeah, you copy me, thanks." But I'm glad he does though. You know, before you didn't do that on your own until you start seeing me doing it. So now you think that you can do that too, which is good, you know, because he's a taxi driver, he's an Uber driver in Cambodia, so he get to take people, provide transportation for his clients. So I'm down to the last one, but I'm also dealing with all these broken leaves. So I said, "See if you learned something from me." So yeah, we did. We never thought about that before, you know. We're on Facebook, but we never post a video and stuff like that until I see you doing it, and like, "Oh, let me do this too." Yeah, great idea, you know. I need to refill the water on my steamer. I think that's what happened. Okay, I think the cake might be done, but I need to refill the water before it burn up my steamer. Well, this one right here is looking terrible because I'm trying to repair like 3 times. Okay, so far we have 14 cakes, I believe. Okay, I can smell the little over roasted coconut milk over there. Okay, so that. Okay, let me check what's going on with my steamer. I forgot. Okay, talking too long. I think I definitely burned my steamers. I think the water receded. Yeah, it did. But not too bad. But let me rinse it off. I will get a new pot because I don't want my cake smell like a burnt cake. Okay, let me check. I think it might be done. It looked like it's done. Not might be. It's done. Okay. Yeah. Dang. That's what happened when talking too much. Okay, so the cake looks fine. So this is the cooked version of the dumpling tonight. Okay. Let me open up and share with you what I have. So the shape didn't change too much, okay, save for the banana leaves is being steamed, so it lost its own texture. So it turned a little browny, which is common, okay. Let me go ahead and find a resting place for our cake. Let me put in a tray so that way we can finish up steaming the one that I'm just finished. I love the banana leaves because we use banana leaf for everything back home. We used to wrap our rice, and we used to wrap like we do with the container, because in Cambodia in the day they had no container, so we use the lotus leaves, the banana leaves to create a little container. We wrap our food to go, you know, to school, to work, to farms. This one right here, it's split. I told you that the flour will get expanded once it's being cooked. Yeah. And I'll share with you in a moment how it looked inside. Okay, let me finish the rest and put the rest in. We don't have to stay for this, okay? I just want to show you what I have already finished. And then we can call it off for tonight. And my love CC, if you're tired, you can be excused, my love. Okay? I appreciate you on here as always. Okay? If you want to retire, you could, and take it over from here. Now that I'm done with cooking, I can concentrating on seeing who's being smart. Okay. But so far, I think tonight we've been lucky. Well, the steamer didn't quite flush with this pot, but I think it'll do. Well, let me show you what we have so far. Okay, we have this. It didn't look so so perfect like when before it was cooked. Okay, because banana leaf change its texture. I mean, it's being steamed. Okay, where's my cake go? Oh, right here. Okay. Okay, here you go, my friends. Let's open this up together, okay? It's easy, right? Because it's folded in a way that's easy to unfold, okay? Just undo the flap, and I'm sure it's done. A little bit sticky because it's still warm, okay? But once it's dry, once it's cooled down, it should. I should have used a little bit more oil, but then I don't want too much oil on it because I already have some coconut milk in the flowers. But once it cool down, it'll come right off without being sticky, because sticky rice had gluten, had glue, so it will be sticky. Okay, let me sample the cake for you. I should use a little bit more oil. Maybe this one I forgot to use oil on it. Okay, so very sticky, very. It's almost like what kind of cake reminding you this are? Let me show you how, like, inside. Inside is the filling that we the coconut. So the inside is the coconut infused with coconut milk and the sesame seed. Okay, so here we go. Not bad. It's not tamale, but it could be. But it is going to be sweet tamale, Cambodian sweet tamale. It's mild. It's not exaggerated with sugar. Okay. Like I said, it's a little bit sticky when it's still warm. When it cool down, it won't be this sticky. Definitely, it tastes almost like mochi, to be honest with you. Maybe this is the easy way to make mochi is this right here. Believe me, it's no different than eating mochi. So I think I can make mochi out of this. Okay, so what I do is that I'll cook this sticky rice flours. Okay, I'm gonna cook until it's sticky like this, And then we're gonna fill it up with strawberry, with mangoes, with fresh fruit. Perhaps we can do durian. It'd be simple. It's more like mochi, so exactly. So I'm not gonna say that, oops, here's another one. So see how it's already started to peel off easy? Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. Once it get cooled down, it's gonna come off easily. See that? Okay. See it? So it is. If we mold this into mochi shape, it will be mochi. Let me see. Because mochi is like a little ball, right? It was a little ball until I shaped it with the coconut leaves. I mean, with the banana leaves. Okay, so exactly. Maybe that's what we do next time. Okay, we do mochi in Cambodian style. Don't be mad at me now. Okay, that's me too loud. All the native mochi maker. Okay, sometimes we have to reinvent sometimes we have to modify the recipe. As long as my recipe is not your recipe, it's just the ideas of me doing this. It reminds me of mochi. So there you go. I'll take your suggestion on that, Sissy, and see what it turned out. Okay, so. With mochi, they use flowers to keep it from sticking. Okay. So far, I'm not gonna argue. Okay, so this can be mochi. Right. So my friend, my love, my followers. It's good. Simple. The hassling is wrapping with the bad banana leaf. Other than that, the cake comes out terrific. Tomorrow when I peel this, it's gonna come right off. It won't even be sticky. If I want to turn this into mochi, maybe I just roll it with a little bit of flowers and then put in the freezer and see what. I'll take your suggestion, Cece. Maybe I should experiment that tonight. Okay. All right, love. Enough's enough for me. So, just want to say thank you. It's good. To make this, get your banana leaves. Get your sticky rice flour. It will say glutinous rice flours, sweet rice flour, or sticky rice flours. Okay, and just blend in with some coconut milk, a dash of salt if you like, and about a couple of teaspoons, or perhaps half a tablespoon, or not half a cup or quarter cup of sugars. Blend it just like you're doing pizza dough, if you're doing pizza pie dough. And then if you're gonna use the fresh coconut, it's a little bit processed with that, okay? But with this, you get to enjoy the juice. Look at this, okay? This coconut right here is a pack of juice, okay? It was more than one glass. I have to separate it in here. It was more than one because it's so heavy, okay? So when you buy your coconut, make sure that it's fresh. You can smell, you can see it, whether it has mold, whether it's too old. Okay? If it's too old, it get too brown, it get too light. Because this comes with about 16 ounce of, more than 16 ounces, probably about 18 ounces of glass of water. So when you hold it up, it will help weight, okay? If it's no weight, it's no good coconut. So if you open it up, it would be foul smell, would be stale, the juice would be sour, would be, it would be like drinking grape juice, okay? Not grapevine. That's how you know if coconut is fresh. You can shake it. If there's juice in it, you can hear, you know, the rattling and then the weight of the juice. If it's, remember now, okay, this coconut here hold about 16-ounce cup, 18 ounce of juice. So you know the weight of the 18-ounce juice, okay? It's not light. If you find those light one that you shake it, you know, no, you have to just like you're shaking it, you know, like a whirlpool. You know? It's a little bit of work, but then you have extra juice to come with it. If you're one of us, I don't do that stuff, chef. I don't have those graded. I don't have patience for that. That's not my thing. Okay, then go get the frozen one you find too. Okay, well. Or you want to eat one of these and you have to travel to Thailand, to Cambodia, to wherever they produce this, okay? Well, close yet, Long Beach, California, or Boston, Massachusetts, or one of those big cities where all the Asian people live together. You have to Google it. Where all the Cambodians live together, they will make this kind of cake, okay? Other than that, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to take my recipe and try that at home. Cool? Okay. Well, I've been here long enough. I just want to say thank you, my sweetheart, Cece, for being on here, help moderate my channel. You've been such an instrumental. Your kindness just in depth, deep in here. I appreciate you kindly for being such a wonderful person. And yeah, it's supposed to be chewy rice flour. This is sticky rice flour. So just want to say thank you, Cece. I will release you from your duty. Thank you so much. And all of you on TikTok, I appreciate and on the home. Did I get any heart? Oh, I do. Oh, wow, I get over 4,000 heart. Hey, somebody being loving today. Well, thank you so much for doing that. You make my night. I'm going to now dream about catching others' heart flying. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate when you follow me and give me the benefit of the doubt that to bring you all these wonderful ingredients and wonderful recipe. Okay, here we go. Num Kome, Khanom Nom Sao, or Khanom. I can't remember the other word for there's a word for Thai. Okay? Don't kill me for this. So, this is the steamed sticky rice cake. Okay. It's a little bit of work, but it's delicious. Okay, so this will be like a tray where you can share, and you can pretend this can be like a perfect form of mochi. Okay, next time we do this, we'll do it differently. We're gonna cook the sticky rice flours in the pan, and we're just gonna mix with beautiful coconut juice, coconut milk, a little bit of sugar. We're gonna do fresh mango, fresh berries, and we're just gonna create our own mochi. I think that would be cool, right? Thank you, Cece. Have a lovely evening. Okay, until I might be back on here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be with the little girl, so I might be back here in the evening also. Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support by tuning in, by subscription, by following, by love and like and all that. I appreciate that. I got so many thumbs today. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Thank you, because my moderator, she catch the people. She attend them, allow them to have the conversation, allow them to be curious and to stay tuned. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Cece. I appreciate you so kindly. And for the TikTok people, follow me so that I can follow you back. We are here to support each other. Okay, so much love. And if Michelle is here, Michelle, check out your shirt that I collab with. It's rising in number. And I will go back and collab a few more of your crochet videos. I think it's so wonderful that I met her online also, and she came up last night while I was doing crocheting. So it was nice of her, and I told her that I'm gonna load up her videos and collab with her. So I did today. Did really well on my YouTube channel under the horse wagon, that like 2 horses with dressed up in all the crochet outfit, and was leading the wagon with a whole bunch of crochet work also. That was unique. I thought it was fun fact, you know. Anyway, all right, love. I release you guys, so have a good evening. Oh, Michelle is here. Was Michelle here? You don't mind, right? Because we in the collaborative work, and thank you, Michelle. Just want to say that that's how we support each other. Okay, if you see something that even big or small, you know, my friend used to say, oh, you know, go with the big creators so that way you get more views. No, I want to be able to support those who are not big viewers, those who are not big content creators. Those are the people that need push up, okay? Those who are big and have millions of followers, have millions of subscribers, and they don't really need our help. You know, we can take the content and share and promote them also. At the same time, we promote ourselves and with the short. And then I look at those who, you know, that I'm interested in. It doesn't have to be extremely popular. You know, I have seen videos that are not popular, and I won't get a lot of views. It's fine too. You know, at least I help expose them to, you know, expose them out more. So I'm not just helping people who like extremely, you know, like content. I do a small one too. Just like Michelle, hers not that big. You know, when I post her, she did really good. I'm proud of her. You know, because YouTube allowed me to do the collaborative work, in which I did, and I'm gonna go back and help her, and I'm probably do the same thing for CC if she has her short, and I do the same thing for Stone Paxton. He share mine and I share his, so that's the way we support each other. But Stone Paxton, he's exploding. When he released one short, he reached like 7,000, 75,000 view. I'm like, that was like the whole year view for me, you know, in 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, he reached 46,000 viewers, 70,000 viewers. I'm like, oh my God, just give that to me and I'll be happy, jumping with joy. Anyway, all I love, I'll release all you guys. Okay, have a good evening, good morning where you at. I appreciate all of you, a lot of love. Good night, Cece. Love you, girl. Have a good evening, okay? Hug to family.